I've been back in this boxing gym. Man, I forgot how hard it was.
Andre Ward, the best fighter to ever come out of California, is back in that boxing gym. Even though he's 40 years old, in my opinion, if the man wanted to, he could make a comeback and beat anybody and everybody at 168 to 175. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. One of the greatest fighters to ever live, Andre S.O.G. Ward.
I've been about this life, son.
Andre Ward posted a picture of his Grant boxing glove and his Jordan boxing boots. But I zoomed into the picture of the glove, and it looked like Andre Ward been doing some sparring, that's right. Looked like he got blood stains on his Grant boxing gloves. Can Andre Ward make a comeback at 40 years old? I think the man could. If he really wanted to, he can make a comeback today and beat Canelo Alvarez.
That's right. Sit quiet, you little bitch.
And I seen y'all comments in the comment section of Andre Ward's interview with David Benavidez, talking about, look at the two Canelo Alvarez haters. Canelo would beat both of these dudes. Let me tell y'all something. Both of these dudes stop Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez would stop Canelo Alvarez. Andre Ward would stop Canelo Alvarez. Both of these dudes crush Canelo. Stay mad if you want to. And just because Kid Austin been quiet does not mean he not thinking about his fight with Shakur Stevenson. Just because you ain't seen much from Kid Austin does not mean the man ain't training. Kid Austin took some time out of his training schedule today to cook Shakur Stevenson.
Just give me my money. Yeah!
Floyd Schofield called the man a goofball. If y'all are thinking that Floyd Schofield is going into this fight just to get a paycheck, y'all are sadly mistaken. I truly believe that Floyd Schofield is going into the fight with Shakur Stevenson to win the fight. Shakur Stevenson cannot hurt Floyd Schofield. Floyd Schofield could hurt Shakur Stevenson.
I never been overmatched like that.
Speaking of Shakur, Gervonta Tank Davis did Shakur today on Twitter. Gervonta reposted this video. It says Tank and Shakur are not the same.
Gervonta Davis is a great fighter. When I was young, I used to look up to him a lot.
It's from a dude on Twitter named Diego Myra. He say, pick your boxer, Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson. 74% got Gervonta over Shakur Stevenson. It is not even close.
Gervonta Davis is a great fighter.
You see, Shakur Stevenson's downfall as a boxer is that the man ain't got no power. Gervonta Davis fights to hurt people. Gervonta Davis could literally take rounds off because he know damn well towards the end of the fight, he is aiming to hurt you. Gervonta Davis is a very, very accurate boxer. The man got the least output with the most knockouts. Let that sink in. Shakur Stevenson likes to hit you with a bunch of punches that's not gonna hurt you. Shakur ain't got power like that. Shakur has to use footwork. He has to play defense. He has to use boxing skills because he know he ain't got no power.
And there it is.
And in my opinion, I think that Shakur Stevenson can't take a punch. That's why he be sparring with dudes like this. Shakur Stevenson be sparring with kids inside that boxing gym because he know them kids is not gonna hurt him in sparring. Shakur can't take a punch. Shakur is fragile in that ring. The softest boxer to ever exist.
You're not a pay-per-view star.
And Teofimo Lopez went to the movie theater today. Why did the man go to the theater by himself? Because the man did not have a date. He just got a divorce. Why is Teofimo Lopez gonna go watch movies?
Racism in this motherfucker.
And Devin Haney, the very hypocritical individual, went on Twitter today talking about Kevin Johnson is the sparring king. For those of y'all who do not know who Kevin Johnson is, he is the self-proclaimed sparring king.
They call me a sparring king, sparring champion.
Kevin Johnson is a Floyd Mayweather gym reject who ain't never gonna make it big in the pros. Kevin Johnson is known for sparring, that is it, that is all. He is the perfect sparring partner because the man is used to getting beat up on. Kevin Johnson sparred Gervonta Tank Davis. He sparred Devin Haney. He sparred everybody and anybody because the man is not a marketable fighter. He basically a gym fighter, that is it, that is all.
He just a dumbass fighter.
Kevin Johnson did an interview on Fight Hype trying to break down how he sparred people. Sparring does not matter. Sparring is not supposed to leave the gym. But if your name is Kevin Johnson, you're gonna title yourself the sparring king. Kinda corny if you ask me. Hey yo, Devin Haney, bro. Even though Kevin Johnson is the sparring king, right after Leon Pyro took a beating from Richardson Hitchens, Devin Haney posted this up, talking about old files. Me and Pyro, I think he'll be champion again someday, trying to discredit Richardson Hitchens.
Boots is overrated.
Hey yo, Devin Haney, you call Kevin Johnson the sparring king, right? That's what you say? December 9, 2024, you tweeted out, I got all my sparring sessions for the last 3 years. Who really the sparring king?
Stop being a bitch.
And now you were in your way biological son. I'm talking about Stephen Fulton is going to have a rematch with Brandon Figueroa. A fight that I think that Figueroa won the first time. Brandon Figueroa got robbed by Stephen Fulton in my opinion. Stephen Fulton did an interview with PBC Boxing. Stephen Fulton said, "He's not going to be able to push me around. He going to try, but I'm strong." A lot of people don't realize that. Being at a higher weight class for the rematch is going to help both of us.
I don't speak English. I don't speak English. I don't speak English.
Hey yo, Stephen Fulton, you know you ain't win that first fight. You know damn well that Brandon Figueroa dominated you all 12 rounds. Stephen Fulton got a lucky decision on that night. Hopefully in this rematch, you get stopped by Brandon Figueroa.
Wallahi, I promise you.
And I understand in boxing, you're always gonna root for your favorite fighter. But it's one thing to root, another thing to be delusional. Bob Arum did an interview with Fight Hype. As y'all can see, the title says, Bob Arum on how Crawford gives Canelo the same beating that Spence got. Alright, keep on thinking that. Like Pacquiao versus De La Hoya. So according to Bob Arum, Canelo is gonna retire on his stool from Bud Crawford.
I feel so bad.
Hey yo, Bob Arum, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo is not gonna look like Pacquiao versus De La Hoya. It's gonna look like Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan.
I was born ready.
I do not care what nobody talking about in my comment section. Of course, Bud Crawford is the better boxer, but it's too big of a weight jump. Canelo Alvarez is very comfortable walking around at 200 pounds. Bud Crawford is a little dude. Canelo Alvarez will be stepping on Bud Crawford, and I can't wait, especially because Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson look up to Bud Crawford. So I want Canelo Alvarez to stop Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson's idol.
I've been about this life, son. I've been about this life.